Morning, morning. Morning, Rick. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Getting into this real quick. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education, informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. Please feel free to read through this entire thing, and it is in the description of every single one of my videos. So that way you know I'm not a financial advisor, and this is all for education purposes only. Excellent. Great to have you all back. Work is more... Yeah, I unplugged it and plugged it back in before we started this morning, just to make sure. So let's get into the analysis process real quick. And we're going to go through NASDAQ first. As always, I seem to do the same ones first every single day, but... going through, I've left up a lot of my annotations from yesterday, and yesterday we had the first, or 2 days ago, we had the first red day on Tuesday, and then yesterday on Wednesday, we were looking for a sell high opportunity. Instead, it presented more of a descending triangle sort of presentation that did not pump up first. It just started dumping, and when it dumped all the way through the entire day, all the way down here. So now we have a weak close down right here. They've closed at the extremes. They've closed down low. And then looking at today, we've got the lower low essentially breaking out of previous day's low. As far as actual trading setups go, this is day one of breakouts. So normally I would be looking for some kind of pump up. Once again, also with this weak close, I am still looking for a sell high opportunity. And that's going to come from the high of the day, the high of the session, something along those lines. And also just keep in mind, though, on the flip side of that, of course, we're at the low of the current week. We've had this massive down day. We are considered to be maybe in a down moving market. We have week one of breakouts to the downside from last week, which is why I was looking for a first red day this week, because that is the type of template that I would like to see for a good 3-day setup. Week one of breakouts, day one, day two, day three of the week, looking for a sell high opportunity. And now we come into the backside of the week, or the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday template. So now we have Wednesday, day one of breakouts down, and looking for that sell high. Something about this style of trading that I really enjoy is that the templates just continue to flow. They continue to evolve. Every single week, there's going to be multiple, evolving as the week continues. The template just continues to get better and better, or sometimes worse and worse, or maybe kind of all just stays the same. But week one of breakouts, first 3 days of the week, looking really good. Now we can look at the last 3 days of the week and see if we can find anything today. So today's Thursday, looking for that sell high on NASDAQ. All right, US30 is going to be the exact same thing. Now, this one was without the week one of breakouts, but still looking for that sell high opportunity, given that we have 3 weeks or more to the upside. And then this week, of course, the same sort of tempo where you had a first red day. And this is the pair that I chose to actually trade yesterday, because the presentation of price was better on the day itself, with that nice little 3 peaks pattern. Not back up into the high of the day, but up to the high of the session for that trend trade back down through into the low of the day and further. Good stuff. Now, coming into today, we have not triggered previous day's low. We do have that week close and day one of breakouts, the same as the NASDAQ, so I'm going to be looking for the same things once again. All right, we kind of look at it like this. We got a nice little rectangle going on within the day, and we'll just see how price continues to present itself. All right, going to gold. Going to gold. Okay, so this one was a first red day yesterday. I don't know where my annotations went. It's kind of rude. They all disappeared. I must have deleted them. That's all right. We'll get up there. First red day. We had week one of breakouts to the... Oh, excuse me. It was not week one of breakouts. We had a failed breakout at the high of the month. Outside of previous week's high, they broke out. That breakout failed, giving us a week one of the 3-week cycle. Usually week one or a day one, you're looking for them to trend away from day one or week one highs. So I'm going to be looking for them to trend away from those highs. So that information in the back of my brain, again, same as like the NASDAQ and the US30, with that information in mind, I can then look for a 3-day template that tells me or shows me that, number one, I'm correct. But number two, once that template starts to build and form, I have a higher conviction that I'm correct about that template, because we're supposed to be trending away from day one high or week one highs, and then I get a first red day. Okay, that's good. We've pumped it up for a couple days, day one, day two, day three. Inside bar, the inside day failed. Okay, so the inside bar failed, leaving inside bar trader stops down here. So if somebody traded the break of this previous day's high on a higher time frame, a daily chart, they see this inside bar, they trade the break, they put their stops at the low. That's where their money's sitting down here. So day one of the 3-day cycle yesterday, failed breakout at the high of the current week, first red day, and then looking for a sell high opportunity today. And, well, it looks like it already came in the Asian session. They've capitulated down, and now we have been back in this sort of rectangle. And earlier this morning, and I had actually drawn out the 150 pips of rise that I would really want to see. And from that 150 pips of rise, they did this 1, sideways 2, 3 in the gap time, and continued to run down. So on this pair, I'm still looking for a sell high opportunity, except we've already broke out of previous day's low, and we're down 300 plus pips to where we're at now. So I would have really liked to have seen this first consolidation, 150 pips of rise. That was really the best trade, in my opinion, based off this breakout. Breakout, consolidation, pullback, and continuation. So I'm still going to watch gold. It's still kind of up there on my list, but much lower expectations now, but we'll see. All right, platinum was not a first red day, but the same sort of instance where we had an inside day. This is also a week one of breakouts. We broke out to the downside last week. So again, looking for a sell high template. Instead of pumping back up at the beginning of the week, this one has dumped down, gave us a peak formation high, peak formation low, inside day. Short squeeze, high of day, not high of week, but the breakout basically failed back up to the upside. I don't really have anything on this pair in particular that I want to be looking for. I don't have a signal day of any kind. I don't have a really good, solid 3-day template or anything like that, so I'm probably just going to leave this one off for today. Okay, go to silver. Now, silver is very similar to gold. Again, we had we'll go back up here. Week one of breakouts down to the downside last week. Then we got the 3 days of breakouts down. What was this? Was this 1, 2, 3? Yep, so 3 breakouts down. Day one of the 3-day cycle, they attempted to break the low. That failed. Day 2 moves away from the day 1 lows. Day 3, first red day, high of week. Day 1 of the 3-day cycle now, so day 1, day 2, day 3. Day 3 returns back to day 1. Failed breakout at the high of the week. Now, first red day at the high of the week. Same thing, was looking for a sell high today, and the Asian session has already blown off, and it looks like the gap time has also blown off. This is the previous day's low, and now silver is down quite far. We're down there, especially for this pair. This is quite a large run to the downside. All right, so not really looking for anything particular now on this pair. Again, wanting to take trades from levels. This is the previous day's low. That's closing price. The high of the day. Like, those are all the levels that I would have liked to have tried to enter in on this pair, and now we're down a little bit far. All right, going to oil. Okay, so we had week 1 of breakouts last week. Again, looking for sell high templates. Day 1 of breakouts, day 2, day 3 of breakouts on Tuesday. Then we got an inside day yesterday on Wednesday. And with inside days, again, looking for either a reversal, maybe they stair-stepped it back down and triggered the low and then reversed, or looking for range expansions of that bar to the downside in this case, because we're broken out to the downside. However, same thing. Everything already seems to have made its run or be expanding the range. So my only option really would be to either wait for tomorrow for a better opportunity, or to just look for a pop-up for a sell-high opportunity within the session. It would be a session trade. Or if we're really thinking about it, you know, we're down pretty far, levels have been triggered. If we start consolidating at the low of the day, something like that, we might see a squeeze of some kind, and I don't know if I would really be willing to participate in that. We're at the low of the week. We'll see. Get this up there so I don't forget. Okay, this is the initial balance low where they extended the low on Tuesday. Okay, natural gas. I really didn't have anything for natural gas. We got that first red day on Monday, and then Tuesday was more of a consolidation day. And now today on Thursday, we did have this nice little 3 peaks pattern, but again, in the gap time, it's already started its run. So we do have news at 8:30. I think that news will probably tell me everything that I need to know about whether or not this session is going to be a wash, or if I can continue watching. All right, so we've got a little bit of different things going on with the CAD now. We finally have escaped those boundaries. All right, they've been in this consolidation. It is a very large and long consolidation. These 2 purple lines here were dictating the consolidation: peak formation high, peak formation low. And we've just been holding inside of this trading range now for, I'm not going to count all these weeks, but you could tell it's quite a while. And now we have finally broke out of this and are starting to make a run. So do I automatically start looking for a reversal trade? Probably not, considering that this was a large consolidation. And maybe now we're looking at expansions of that range to the upside. All right, so not just automatically starting to look for reversals. I have this line up here. This is the high of the last high that was made over here. So that is obviously an important level. That's not even talking about 3-day templates or anything like that. We can actually take a look at those real quick and just observe and see what's been going on. Day 1 of breakouts over here, day 2 of breakouts, day 3 of breakouts, day 4 of breakouts, 5. And then we're now into the 6th day of breakouts to the upside on this pair, about to trigger that high. 1 session, 2 session, maybe the 3rd session now outside. Again, I'm really not super, jumping at the opportunity to look to trade this reversal, as this might be turning into a larger expansion. So I'm not going to get in front of that, but still tracking this, understanding, hey, we're in an this is called an extended run. Extended run to the upside. When you think about the trending model of a 3-day cycle, right, it's going to be, let's go back over here. Oh gosh. Okay, so this was a day 1. Day 1, day 2, day 3. Day 3 broke out, continued to go higher. So that reverts back to day 1, 2, and 3. Same thing happens again. Day 1, 2, and 3. Same things happens again. So we're in a trending model of the 3-day cycle, and I need to respect that until a better template forms, whether that be a first red day that's going to turn into a trap, 1 down closed bar and an extended run. That down closed bar then turns into a trap, and I can look for the first green day opportunity the following day or 2 days later. Or if we get 3 sessions of breakout after this extended run, we've gone 6 days up. If I get a really good 3 sessions of breakout with a clear pattern where this one's okay, but not great, that would be fine to look for the reversal for me as well. All right, enough on that. Going to the pound. Get out of here. Get out of here. Do this. Okay, we had a failed breakout week last week. Again, week 1 of the 3-week cycle, looking to trend away from that peak formation high. Really clean pattern, really clean half Batman. Look at that ear and the head and the capitulation down. Beautiful. Get rid of that. All right, so coming into this week, we had an inside day on a Monday, and then on Tuesday, a failed breakout down low, and then Wednesday, what was yesterday? Goodness gracious. Outside day, peak formation low, peak formation high. They've spiked both sides of the range. Coming into today, looking for a parabolic channel, looking for a squeeze of some kind. All right. We got a channel. They've spiked both sides now. They spiked down through the low of the day. They spiked up through the high of the day. Reversed back down. Look at this little half Batman again. And now once again back down into consolidation. This outside day, this outside bar is a clear indication to be watching this pair for today. Whether or not that's actually going to present in the New York session or if this was already the trade here in the London session, I have no idea, but we can continue to watch this pair and see. Maybe the euro is going to set up better. Let's take a look. Was yesterday an outside day? No, but still good quality peak formation low, peak formation high on the day. But I'm still probably going to focus mainly on the pound if I'm going to watch that currency pair. Same exact pattern from the previous week, though. Big peak formation high. The half Batman. There's the nose, too. They even gave us the nose on this one. Failed breakout. High month. Week 1 of the cycle. Looking for sell high opportunities the following week. And day 1 of breakouts. This was day 1 breakouts here. Day 2. Into that third day of breakouts. Peak formation low, peak formation high. Giving us a range. Very clear. Okay. Now on this third day of breakouts, they've also made a higher high. Okay, so this higher high, and then you can kind of see this nice little 3 push pattern back down. They've stair-stepped it once. And twice. And a third time. And then how they've come out over here, you can see the kind of clear 1, 2, sideways into that 3. There's the engulfment. Really clean pattern for London. Again, that really doesn't help us here in New York, but for anybody who's trading London, hopefully you caught that. All right. You said first green day on oil? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to respect that for today. Space. This looks more like a first green day trap sort of instance where we're in a breakout mode to the downside. We're in a bit of a run. Also kind of an extended run on this pair as well, where we're getting this trending market and we get a first green day. And closing price, if I bought this close, seeing this first green day or whatever, I'm in a lot of trouble. Anyways. So from this, looking at the pairs, indexes are okay. They're okay. I'm not, as far as templates go, I'm not particularly excited about them. I was more excited about gold when I saw it last night. In fact, that was on my list. That was my top priority for today was gold. And then coming today and seeing that Asia already capitulated. And same thing with like silver. So maybe not looking at the highest quality of day, considering that the template is already seeming to have played out on a lot of pairs. But that's okay. As we know, things can change very quickly. You have an echo. Two YouTubes open. All right, we're going to get my little face off of here so you don't have to stare at it awkwardly for a couple hours. All right, and we'll get into getting the screen set up nicely. I'm going to play it safe today. We're going to go indexes and gold. And if we get closer to this, or as we get closer to this 8:30 news, which is in 10 minutes, I'll make rounds, take a look at the other templates that we've already observed with the annotations, and see if anything is presenting better. Not platinum. We'll go with silver, but I really don't have any high hopes or expectations for these. And that's all right. Not every day is going to be perfect like yesterday was. Oh, they put it into a little symmetrical triangle down here. Trapping on both sides. Low and high. Getting everybody on both sides. Alright, gonna make sure I can see all of y'all's stuff. Oh, wow, I've missed a lot of messages. My fault. My OBS was in the way. Castle, good morning. Space, day 0. Copper might be setting up. Let's take a look at copper. I don't even have copper up here. That's another one that I've never traded, was copper. Oh boy. Okay, we got week 1 of breakouts last week. We've already broken out of previous week's low this week as well. Day 1 of breakouts on Monday for this current week. Looks like maybe 2 on Wednesday or Tuesday. 3 on Wednesday. Peak formation, low, consolidation. Maybe. It might be. I don't know if I have any higher hopes for that than I do for gold or silver, though. At the very least, it's pumped back up, but still. All right. You're not trading today, Space? Why not? You just don't see anything? Ever look at the Russell? No, but I keep getting told that I should. And I'm always open to those suggestions, you know? Which, from what I've been seeing, the Russell's been setting up pretty well this past week. Week 1 breakouts up. Week 2 breakouts up. We're currently on as an inside week right now. First red day yesterday. Consolidating at the close. At or around the close. Admittedly, I like this one a lot more than I do silver, so I'm going to put it down here. We'll watch the Russell today. And we'll see what the news does in 6 minutes. Electricity problems. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that would be a shame. Myself logged in here. Ooh. All right, getting my other screen all set up. Ready to go. I need to remember this ticker for... Okay, that's easy. Easy day. All right, 4 minutes to this news. We will see. What do I think of US dollar, Japanese yen? I got 4 minutes. I can look. Hold on. Let's go. Dollar, yen. I'm just going to go straight out to the 1 hour. We're not messing around. Let's go. All right. Week 1 of breakouts back 2 weeks ago. We're 3 sessions outside of a breakout right now. Triggered previous month's low. Fairly large consolidation. Obviously, that would be a reversal trade if I was going to... let's go down. Let's see. Lower low. Lower high. Popping back up for New York. I don't think I'd really have a solid template to be trading. But it does look like it's trading clean, at the very least. Three days of breakouts down, 1, 2, and 3. On this third day, 3 sessions of breakout. It's not bad. No higher high, though. Lower low. It's not bad. I think the news will be a tell-all. I like how the Russell's kind of similar to the dollar yen. How a lot of pairs have done this today. Peak formation low, peak formation high. EJ looks a little better, maybe. I'm going to skip these ants for you all, so you don't have to sit there and watch some whatever, paper towel commercial or whatever. I don't know why paper towel commercial popped into my head first. I can't remember the last time I've seen a paper towel commercial. All right, 1 minute. Let's see what happens. Looking for bars that are going to complete patterns, explode outside of ranges. Looking for that first bounce opportunity if it presents. Okay, there's the news. Bit of whipsaw. Quite a bit of whipsaw. Oh yeah, let's watch how this 5-minute bar closes, because this is gonna, I have a feeling the 1 minute's just going to whip everybody around. I'm just sitting here watching the Russell just whip back and forth. Looks like a lot of these whip back and forth. Three days of breakout. I really don't watch the peso. I don't think I've ever taken a trade on that. Which is fine. You know, a chart is a chart. It really doesn't matter. But got 2 minutes to this 5-minute bar closes. Okay, that's a good 5-minute bar close. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on this 5-minute bar. I was kind of watching the behavior of the Russell to see if this was going to be kind of a larger one of these. Still mighty early in the morning to be thinking about doing that, but even something like this. Now I can watch and see if it's going to be a fake or not. On oil, did oil do anything with the news? Oil's squeezing. I don't really have any thoughts on oil right now, though. This inside day, we'll need to see more. I can come back to it later, though. Let's see. Yep, space it could be. Maybe you were right. And we've gone to the outside, low of week. Maybe the low of the week's going to hold. Certainly a little early to be, the oil markets don't open until 9. But we'll see. Does have a nice clean 3 push pattern, though. 1, pause, 2, 3. Peak formation low, inside bar, engulfment, pin hammer. Might get your high on that. Yeah, they might be pumping it back up. Just might be. Okay, the Russell was an engulfment bar, 5-minute bar, followed by an inside bar. Bit of a whip. Certainly nothing as perfect as that 3 peak pattern yesterday on US30. Again, it's quite early and we could get a better developed pattern, but Yep, I think that's pretty accurate. Shaky. Oh, I'd have to go to a futures chart. I'll do it on my other one. Here we go. Let's see. Futures, NASDAQ. Oh, it's even different. Even more different on the high of the day on NASDAQ on NQ is, what is this? 19,302.50. Where would I find the 3 sessions separated? Marius, the description of this video, Discord link. Go to Discord, it's free. Go to the indicator section, the indicator's free. I've got it linked with the instructions. It's not a public indicator, it's the only reason you have to go through all these hoops, but that pips to profit indicator, you can put your previous day's high, low, open, EMA, the sessions, the 100 pip box. Like all of those things are all in one indicator, so. And for whatever reason, if you get to Discord and you can't figure out where the indicator section is, it's not your fault. I've tried so many times to make it to where that channel doesn't disappear with, I guess it like times out and people can't see it anymore, which is frustrating. I've tried to make it not do that, and the only option I have is 1 week inactivity is when it will go away. So I have to go in there constantly and like reactivate it. I just put a little period in there. Not that you all care about any of this, but oh, look at the Russell. That's nice. Let's see if this turns into a trap. I'm actually going to zoom out a little bit. I need to go back, and if I'm going to look at the Russell, I need to be fully aware of what's going on with this thing. Let's get back out of here. Okay, that's a pretty big consolidation. Week 1 breakouts, week 2 breakouts, and a pullback. We're still in breakout to the upside, but now we have this inside week. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 1, day 2. First red day in an up-moving market. We're sitting around closing price. Breakouts day 1 to the downside. Are we going to stay broken out, or are we going to continue? We'll see. Right now, all of these price movements that are happening are inside of this previous 5-minute bar, which is a trapping mechanism, if you will. Okay, 8:46, 45 minutes into this hour. New 15-minute bar is formed. Let's take a look at the 15. Okay, NASDAQ just engulfed the peak formation low to the upside. Little 4-bar pattern. Real pretty looking. Look at this. Peak formation high. Up, down, engulfment. Ha, just kidding. Peak formation low. Down, engulfment back up. This little trap. Back up to the upside. All right. Over here. Actually, what did gold do? Engulfed up. Which means that people should, if this is going to continue to go higher, people should be trapped under the low of these candles here. Okay, Russell's 3 push pattern back down. We got 1, 2, third candle. One of the biggest bear candles on the entire chart. Doesn't go anywhere. Do we have volume trapped underneath previous day's low? Notice how this bar closed, but didn't let this person in profit. 1, 2, 3. That's the bigger 3 push pattern, is this one here. Traps below push 2, peak formation low at the low of the day, higher high. I'm really speaking this out loud for myself and as I guess as well for you all, but I'm just trying to get a grip on what this thing is doing. Let's see, did the 1 minute chart just make a higher high? Certainly seems like it did. Yeah, I certainly don't say those things just so, I don't like to hear myself talk. It's actually the opposite. I prefer to just sit quietly and stay off into space, but I know that it's beneficial for you all for me to speak it out loud, and it probably does help me as well, so. All right, so looking at the 1 minute and all that thought process in mind, 1, 2, 3 back down, peak formation low, peak formation high. Now we have a peak formation engulfment and a higher high on the 1 minute chart. I'd be looking for 3 pushes back down. Fico's hello. Oh no, what have I just clicked? Okay, there we go. Wait, did I just figure out how to remove that? Oh, come on, what is this? All right. Ooh, all right. What I got going on here? 8:50 in the morning. $40 minutes to the open. No news left on the calendar. Oh gosh. Ficos. Good lord. No, I clicked on the little emoji button on accident, and there's like a little settings thing. There's like all these emoji things or whatever, but I was trying to see if I could remove that, because sometimes that little heart thing down in the bottom right corner of the chat, I can't see what you all said. Gold is spooling up. Spooling up for something. All right, I'm about 4 cups of water in this morning. I'm going to take a 30-second break. I will be right back before this New York Open. Well, way sooner than that. All right. Also should follow. Yeah. It's already moved up so much. I kind of don't really feel good about getting in here, but this engulfment here, pin hammer. It's kind of early in the morning though. But that's still a really good pattern. Hey, Paulie, good morning. Carlos, hello to you. Three minutes, 3 minutes left on this 5-minute bar. I'm watching the Dow and Nasdaq. What was gold's deal? Wasn't this one that was like 300 pips down? Peak formation high. So this is a peak formation high, peak formation low. Now we're consolidating the middle. We've got this kind of a squeeze pattern formed on gold. I need to watch all 4 of these. Man, my attention's going to be really divided. Looking at the 1 minute chart, Russell's got a bit of a channel formed building. Except it's already expanding so fast and quickly. I don't think I have an opportunity to try anything. Especially not from here. We're about to hit the high of the day. Now, of course, this, could explode, and this, I'm just missing an awesome opportunity, but that's okay. I am not chasing this. The DAX looks really clean, and the way it's expanding now, that would have been a pretty solid move. And I think I was kind of expecting a larger retracement than we got. But this pin hammer here should have been my, hey, stop being weird, get in. This engulfment of the peak formation at closing price, they retested it and gave us a pin hammer. That was a perfect entry. The time of day always catches me off guard, though, especially, this is an index and things like that, but the fact that it's this early in the morning and we're getting this good move always kind of catches me off guard. I wish it would tell me to stop being weird and get in. Yeah, I think that would be the best indicator ever created. Just like a little reminder, it pops up. Need to install another ad blocker. I keep skipping them for you all. Hopefully you haven't had any paper towel commercials pop up or whatever. I ended up getting, I've had it for a long time now, but I have YouTube Premium. Because I do watch a lot of YouTube. Not trading videos or anything like that, but I use YouTube for everything. Learning anything that I want to do on cars, house, garden projects, anything like that. I love watching instructional things like that. And the ads just was annoying. I had to get rid of that. What is going on? Thank you. Okay, 9 o'clock in the morning. New hour has just opened. Let's take a look. Okay, US30, little 1, 2, 3 engulfment up. That close was still lower than the previous engulfment high. Okay. NASDAQ was a peak formation low engulfment, down, up, down engulfment to the high. We're about to get up to closing price. Really should probably keep that in mind. Ooh, the Russell, look at that. Let's pop on over here, and we'll come back to here. Why are you not letting me? There we go. This open's going to be interesting, I think. Are we back at the high of the day? Yep. I know it's not the exact high of the day, but I'm going to mark this off. High of the day. Goodness. There we go. Man, there must be a huge delay on this from the time that I speak to the time y'all can hear me. I don't know if there's a way that I can make it less. Only 2 seconds? Okay, that's not bad. I'm a month behind. Why was I looking for buys? Let me. All right, so we're still in breakout to the upside from. Where did it go? Yeah, I think it was over here. My computer is screaming for help. We're in breakout to the upside, and it's pulled back. First red day, day one breakouts, then a first green day, then a first green day trade, then a first red day, and now we're here after first red day. I'm not necessarily looking for buys or sells, but we're in breakout to the upside on a weekly level, so I'm keeping that in mind because if this is going to turn into a trend trade. But overall, just looking at the pattern itself, it's a very clean short squeeze pattern. The 3 pushes back down, 1, 2, and 3. This engulfment, this pin hammer. That's the only reason I should have taken that trade, but it would have just been a session trade. Yeah, Ficos, I went over the pound and euro earlier. Those were really clean trades. Really clean. Now just take that, insert that pattern in New York at 9:30. You got 2 thumbs up from me. Y'all can't hear my fan in the background, can you? Because I know that would probably be annoying. No? Okay, good. All right, we got some time to the New York Open, but spiked up, spiked down. Traps below push 2. Don't seem to want to let those people out. 908. Gold's got this little peak formation high, peak formation low thing going, and they've got a little ascending triangle on the 1 minute chart. And we've been dumped down in this rectangle for quite some time. Let's see. The high's up here. This new 5 minute bar, we've got less than 15 from the New York Open. About 2 minutes left on this 5 minute bar. Are they going to expand up past here, or is this all just a ruse? Not looking bad. Of course, that could change in an instant with 55 seconds left on this bar. If they put one big down, close bar back down, this turns into a big pin. Everybody who's going long right now is going to get trapped. I have to go look Ficos, but I have to hold on. Let's go take a look at it. Oh, I have no idea. I'd have to sit here and watch it. Okay, gold just did a little bit of a 1, 2, 3. They engulf back down. Is that breakout, fake out bar to the downside going to be a trap? If they run that bar and continue to go higher, that's a good sign that it's going to continue higher. If not, could be a ruse. Could be a trap. Okay, they're letting those longs in profit. It's a good sign. Just like any other time I use breakout FACO bars as an entry, they should not come back now. Because if they do, it could just turn into an M. And also that would start allowing shorts into profit and trap the longs and things like that. But if it continues to go higher, then that's good. Got what, 1 minute and 50 seconds left on this 5-minute bar? Less than 15 to the New York Open. got going on around here? Got a little bit of mound 1, mound 2, mound 3 up to closing price, maybe. Look at that big fake out. You shouldn't be locked out. If you, I've got links in all my videos. If you click on one of them, they should allow you to get back in. Okay, we've got 9 minutes to the open. Seven minutes to the open. Yeah, I'm really not seeing anything glaring at me right now that's standing out huge. My dogs are losing their mind. Losing their mind. Still think this will be an interesting. Yeah, they both are. They both are. She's whining. As do I. I've got a golden retriever and a yellow lab. Really great breeds. Okay, so we got this little 5-minute engulfment back down. Not really at levels, except for the Russell. We're at the high of the day. That's fine. A lot of not much happening right this second. 2 minutes to the open. Yeah, everything doesn't look exactly perfect to me. I'll tell you that. Certainly no reason to enter. You got 1 minute. Okay, there's the open. Let's go take a look. Let's get my times marked off here. The Dow is ripping back up towards closing price. One minute on this 5-minute bar. Well, 1 minute 36 seconds. How big is this bar? That's pretty big. That's a pretty big bar. Okay. Nine seconds left. I'm watching the NASDAQ very closely. I need some kind of pullback. With how big that bar was, I was hoping for a pullback up into the EMA of some kind, whether it's going to be a pen or anything. So, this next bar opened, trades back up, 1 minute chart. I can get my pin hammer for some follow through. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on this bar. Might be just wrong altogether, but I'm looking for an expansion of today's range down. Looking for that sell high. We're coming off the high of the session, going back to the low of the day. Might not get that, though. This is why it's really important for me not to chase price. That bar is huge. There's no way I can get size on a 70 pip stop. Yep. We'll wait for the first 10 minutes of the New York session to finish trading, and then we'll see where we go from there. Let the opening range build. I won't be able to control my risk well enough on this, so I think I'm going to have to hold out. And I don't actually have a decent pullback to be getting in on. First 10 minutes of the New York session, it's best to just wait. They might whipsaw people out of this. I'm going to wait for a better pattern. I was watching NASDAQ, and I still am, but I'm not going to be able to get enough size or control my risk enough on this to actually want to execute it right here. Ideally, getting in at the close of this 5-minute bar would have been fine, but then I would have a massive stop, and I don't want to do that. Yep, I'm watching that as well. Okay, gold rolled over. Fine. Be gone. You're fine. I just let that go. Okay, this is the low of this bar. The low of this consolidation. I want to see them pump back up into this EMA 1-minute chart. I'm going to look for an entry. Now, if this bar, this 1, 2, 3, right? I've got people trying to short this off the open. Got to be real careful so I don't get squeezed out or become part of the trap. We're at previous day's low. It's Thursday. looking to expand the range of this large down close day, which they already have, which in reality means they don't have to expand it really anymore. Could just turn into a failed breakout day or something like that. Am I a NASDAQ trade? No, thankfully. The exact reason why I was worried about it is exactly what's happening. This pullback it doesn't look like much. But if I would have got in too late, if I would have chased this, it's a lot bigger than it looks. Like if I were to take that, my stop would have to be razor thin. We're about to be 45 minutes into an hour. Earning by not losing, exactly. NASDAQ on the 1 minute chart is being mighty dirty. Be careful. I'm not in the trade yet. Gold, I was looking for a sell high. We got 3 minutes on this 5 minute bar. Still not in. I just don't particularly feel great about it. Okay, US30 is at closing price. Mound 1, Mound 2, Mound 3. NASDAQ ran that low, but now they're just consolidating. I don't know. It just a lot of these that I'm looking for good, good quality, pump to the high of the day, sell them off. They're not pumping. They can just keep on running and dumping, and that's kind of an issue that I'm running into right now. Is that if I want a ticket sell, I want it to pump up off the high of the day, or pump up off the low of the day, or at least go back to the high of the day, or be at the high of the day, or something along those lines. Where I've been getting these little high of session trades. Yesterday, the US30 trade was great. But again, that was a high of session to low of day, not high of day to low of day, or high of day to low of week, or something along those lines. So, the templates are really good, but the presentation of price on the day itself means a lot. Like 8 minutes to the new hour. Two minutes left on this 5-minute bar. Got this little engulfment pin hammer. But we're at the high of the day, not the low of the day, so that's, you know, not exactly ideal. All right, R2Y, engulfment pin hammer. Let's see if it expands. NQ's is still pitter-pattering its way down. And we're at the low of the day as well, which, you know, it's Thursday, so maybe looking for them to expand this past the low of the day, but I just don't feel comfortable. I just don't feel good about it. I don't feel good about getting in at the low. Maybe I should have. It's okay though. All good. All good. Would have been a low-hanging fruit. One, two, and three. We're back up at the high of the day. It's a pretty consolidated box of volume we've got that we've just broken out of. It happened, Shaky. I'd say you're probably trying to go long in the middle of a range, which is, of course, especially in a down moving market, that's a little rough. You know, we day one or week one breakouts down. Looking for that sell high. Pumped it back up. Everything looked really good. 9:30. Got the engulfment. And then the little pop-up pin hammer, which just didn't present really the way that I would have liked. And obviously what I like doesn't matter. But honestly, kind of looking at it now in hindsight, you can kind of see the little descending pattern. Just didn't see it in real time, live time. I'm watching the Russell. They've just come back down and hit those breakout traders. If I traded this breakout, I just got stopped out. We're hitting the EMA now. 1, 2, 3 to the high. If this engulfs, Russell's top of my list. US30 as well. Mound 1, Mound 2, Mound 3 in a down moving market. Looking for this to engulf back down to the downside also and take out this closing price. Unless they don't engulf. Unless they just pull it right back up. The Russell, the way they've just pulled back in this bearish 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 down. Five-minute bar engulfment down. Did not take the EMA. We just bounced right off of it. So this 1, 2, 3, right? We got this 1, 2, 3. Somebody definitely bought this bar. We got traps above here. They've came back and stopped out the breakout trader. 1 minute chart just made a lower low. That's fine. I want to make sure I'm not going to get squeezed out to the upside. Of course, this is also a higher high, so, you know, of course, that's my biggest concern is the fact that we had that huge down close day yesterday on Russell. Everyone's going to be looking to try and go short. It was the first red day. So the trap would have came off of closing price, which currently does look as if that is what has happened. So I don't want to just assume something and try and get in short when the chart's not quite telling me to do so yet. Kind of similar to what US30 has just done. You know, big down close bar, engulfing the previous bar. and then it just runs right back up. One 1 minute left on this 5 minute bar. It certainly feels that way, doesn't it? They just keep on pulling it lower and lower. Yep, Dennis, I'm going to be streaming all this week, all next week. My next class to teach is not until April 12th. So I will be continuing to do these. Okay, Russell's done a little 1, 2, 3 back down to the high of the day, the previous high of the day. Market only does three things: breakout, pullback trend, breakout reverse, or stay in a trading range. Is it going to succeed in breaking out? Is this 1, 2, 3 back down a trap before it consolidates and goes higher? Or is this failure of the high of the day going to then reverse and continue back down? 13 minutes into the hour. Yeah, NASDAQ I think was the trade of the day for sure. So we broke down under the EMA, but this little 1, 2, 3, this 5-minute bar here alone is going to determine quite a bit. This 5-minute bar into the next, whether or not this holds or if it continues to fall. All right, last 10 seconds of this bar. Anybody who sold this 5-minute bar right now is caught. They're stuck in there. And there it goes. All right, I think that's enough for me today, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm going to call it here. Really no trades. Yeah, gold, it's still just pulling lower and lower. But I don't have an actual setup that I'd be willing to take. Not a repeatable action, not a repeatable thing. I'd just be chasing price down. I'd be chasing price down and hoping it continues at this point. Still a good stream. Testing the patience today. I know, Space. See what I've had any place to enter. No. No, I think this was the beginning of the trade here and the consolidation, but 22, 23.69. Good stuff, Space. All right, I'll be back tomorrow, same time. Been a great stream. Thank you all for attending. Thank you all for participating. It's been a lot of fun. Enjoy talking with you all. I will see you all tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, ready to go. Last day of the week. Got to finish strong. See you tomorrow.